Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lyasia and I'm back with another video. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button before we go any further. If you're an OG around here, welcome back, boo. Glad to see you. So today's video is gonna be of this super cute curly bun with the little tendrils. I did this style a few months ago, and when I was posting on Instagram stories, I got so many compliments and so many people asking how did I get all my hair up into this bun like this, nice and sleek, and you guys seem to love it. And it took me a long time to get this video out, but better late than never, right? Better late than never. So yeah, let's just get into this video so you can see exactly what I do to achieve this look so that you too can look cute with the curly bun. Let's go. So the products that I'm using today will be the Living Proof Restore Repair Leave-In. Been loving this. And then I'm using the pattern product. So I'll be using the styling cream for my cream moisturizer. And then I'm using the Stronghold gel because it's that slick and snatch gel. And this gel is so bomb. I'm really out of it, so hopefully I have enough to get me through. So for those of you who aren't new here, you already know that I wash my hair in 4 sections. So I always start any style pretty much with my hair separated like this. But this works even better for the way I'm doing my hair today because I am breaking it down in sections. So it's already kind of separated off. It doesn't have to be even, like the parts are not even at all. It's just literally separated into 4. So I'm starting with the front sections first because I just think working with the front first is easier and it gets your position and everything exactly where you need to be, and then the back can come after. So my hair has been freshly washed. It doesn't have any product in it right now. My hair is getting so long. I'm also in need of another trim, which I thought I would have gotten one by now because I said I was gonna try to get trims like every 3 to 4 months, and now it's already going on like 5 months and I still didn't get a trim. But so I'm taking my rat tail comb and I'm gonna just part out the little tendrils that I'm gonna do for this style. If that's not your thing and you don't like that and don't want to leave that hair out, obviously you can skip this part and just focus more on the ponytail bun. And really, I'm just taking the smallest amount of hair. Like, I don't want this to be too much. Also, y'all know I have this issue with like elasticity on one side of my hair compared to the other. So when I do these tendrils, it's likely gonna be uneven, but also I don't care.
Who gonna check me, boo?
All right, so that's about as good as I'm gonna go with that, simply because I don't feel like driving myself crazy. So I'm just gonna take the 2 pieces from each side and I just twist it away, which I already messed up because I didn't put my leave-in conditioner yet, which I should have done that before this, but remind me when I get to this part to add leave-in conditioner. So just taking some leave-in conditioner and just gonna kind of work that into this little section here. Spray my hair down some. All right, so I'm just gonna add the cream to my hair because we need the hair moisturized. So I'm taking this pattern brush that I have. This is my shower brush, and I brought it out instead of using my Denman because I'm low-key really hooked on this. It's been my shower brush for probably over a year now. When I first tried this, if you saw my video when I reviewed the whole line, it wasn't my favorite. I was kind of like, whatever. But then after that, I started using it and I never stopped. So, and then for a style like this, when you want to be able to brush your hair and make sure it's combed all the way through for a ponytail, this has just been the best thing. So now that I already moisturized and detangled the hair, I'm going to start adding the gel. And then now we're going to start placing that like first half of the ponytail. Child, I hope I have enough gel for this. Okay. So I take a good amount of the gel because I'm probably going to use a lot. I'm going to use as much as I can. I'm going to start with smoothing it out here in the front first. right like this. And then really focus on those like edges, obviously, because you want that to be nice and slick. You can take your like comb or Denman or whatever you use to kind of make sure this part is, again, tangle free. So now I'm just gonna take one of my scrunchies. I like using these like long ones, and I just double them. So I'm gonna put that on my wrist. And then I'm taking a brush. This is a harder, well, it's kind of medium, but I take a hard bristle brush first, and I also have a softer one. So now it's time to start placing it and work those arm muscles. I shouldn't even be doing this because my edges are not cute. And now I'm just starting to find the spot that I want, that I feel would be the best spot for this. I'm gonna take my, this is my softer brush to try to, you know, slick it a little more. All right, so now I think I'm ready. So then I'll take this scrunchie like this. And then try to make sure I can keep it as centered as possible, which a lot of times is hard because I always shift it and it's always a little slanted. And sometimes you can fix it, sometimes you can't. But yeah, just keep wrapping it as much as possible. Try not to pop your scrunchie, girl, because I've been there, and I'm praying that it doesn't happen today because I don't know how many extra I have to make up for it. So, oh, jeez. Okay. All right, I think that's it. Pull tight. Whew. Ciao. But I do want to make sure the curls are somewhat defined here. So I will just kind of separate this a little bit. I already put enough cream in it, but I will take some gel and kind of go in with it to really like try to smooth it out just a little, to start just giving the curls some definition and some hold. I actually should add some water to it because, you know, things work better on soaking wet hair, for me at least. And I'll basically just repeat the same thing over here to this section. The easiest thing to do is to, oh my gosh, really? Is to try to like kind of section it off in a way. Okay, so I thought I had my other satin scrunchie in here. All right, so this is the satin scrunchie. I use this when I pineapple my hair, like to sleep and for all this stuff. So I'll link it below. It's from the company Slips. I think that's what they're called, Slips. And I have like 3 of them. I love them, they're really good. And I'll just link it below if you're interested in looking for a satin scrunchie. So basically, the back is literally the same thing that we did in the front. Oh, I'm going to my quinceañera. I'm like, my quince. Oh my gosh. All right, so now that I have my leave-in, my cream, and I detangled each section, now we move on. So this is where the gel comes back again. I'm gonna take a good amount of that gel, and then I'm gonna start on this section back here and kind of work it into the back, but then also grabbing it like this and kind of rubbing it through. But again, you wanna focus on the back, you wanna focus on that kitchen, because I pick at mine a lot. I don't know, I have this like anxious, like this kind of anxiety or nervous kind of thing with me, and I like roll and twist and play in the back of my hair, and it breaks my hair off. So I hate how the back of my hair looks. Because of that, I'm trying so hard to not do it, but I don't know, it's just some kind of like anxious tick or some kind of thing that I just do. Like I could just be sitting there having a conversation and I play with the back of my hair, which is not good. Comment below if you have some weird little thing like that. But that's what I do. So my back here needs extra gel, extra loving to really slick it, or else she looks peasy and not cute and broken off and short and overall, again, not cute. So now that I added the gel, I'm going to just pull it all up like this and then take my brush, this like pattern brush, comb brush, to try and make sure that it is smooth as far as in fully detangled still as you go up. Again, that's important because you want it to look nice and slick and not bumpy and lumpy. So you want to make sure that it's detangled. And then I'm going to take my harder brush and now also go in and smooth that out. May have to switch hands. And now you'll see that your ponytail is going to start to meet with the other side, obviously, so be careful when brushing, but also try to gel it together so you don't leave a harsh part, which I doubt that will really happen. So now I have to remove this that I did just to get it out the way. I'm going to take a second scrunchie, remember, like the long one where I just kind of folded in half. I'm going to take that. I have the hair smooth. I'm going to pick up the front ponytail hair, okay? And have that in my hand all together, like so. I take that scrunchie and I go right at the base. And now I'm including all of the hair into the scrunchie this time, so. Bam. Now you have a ponytail on top of your head. Now the front part that we already did will fall to the front. But now you kind of have to distinguish what was the back, which you should be able to tell because you'll see that separation in like in hair when you can tell what you did already. Okay, so this is my front hair and this is all of that back ponytail hair. So like I said, you just repeat those same steps. So I'm going to separate it and then go back and add some more gel to smaller sections and kind of brush through it, detangle it, and just define the curls yet again. Okay, so this is how it should look at the end. This is when I would take this little twist apart that now kind of did like a little twist out. But this is when I'll take this and separate it, and now I'll start adding product to this so I can create my little tendrils. So normally I would have added the product to this when I did the other part. I wouldn't have sectioned it off first, but then I forgot. So I'm gonna just take some of the leave-in and work that into both of these sides here. And then I'm gonna take my spray bottle so I can wet it because it has started to dry and we want the hair to be wet. I'm going in with the little bit of the cream because we still need this to be moisturized. So I'm taking the cream and kind of work that through. And I'm gonna add the gel from the roots all the way down to the bottom. I'm gonna smooth out this little part here, kind of pushing it and flatten it out to the side. That way it kind of stays more on the side of my face versus constantly falling in the front. So I'm gonna do that. And then kind of literally just work it down to where it's like plastered almost. It's just like a straight line. Flatten it down. And then just leave it. Already this is curling up a lot. So I'll probably let it air dry for a little bit, or maybe I'll diffuse it so I can hurry up and be done. Before I go dry it, what I want to do is take like a scarf or any kind of thing so we can, in the process of drying our hair, we can keep our hair down and nice and slick with a scarf. That's always the trick. If you need to flatten something and smooth it out, just throw a scarf on. So I'm gonna do that. Before you do it, I would say if you need to add a little more gel to something or try to like just brush up something and touch it up, do that first. Yeah, so basically it's just to kind of keep the back flat and covered so that hair isn't constantly rubbing against it, causing it to like frizz up. And then also it'll just kind of keep this top flattened, and then your little tendrils are out if you have the tendrils out. And that's always easy to add more gel to it. So now I'm gonna go diffuse this hair some, well, fully, so that it can be nice, fully dry, and then I'll come back and we finish the rest. All right, so I'm back and my hair is dry, pretty much fully dry. I mean, there's some parts literally right in here where like the scrunchie is that's still damp, but you don't really have to worry about that. It's really about making sure the bulk of this is nice and dry so you get a nice full looking bun. My hair feels like I had a lot more shrinkage than I did before, so it feels a lot shorter than what I remember. I don't know, my hair feels shorter, so that's a little concerning about how this bun is gonna come out. I don't know, but whatever. We gonna go with the flow, we gonna rock with it. Whatever we get is what we get. As you can see, my little lopsided, like look how springy my hair is on this side. That's how my whole head is on this side in the front. And look at this. And it's not that it's cut differently, because look, when you stretch it out, the haircut is even. It's just, I have more elasticity here on this side. So that's bothering my OCD, but you know what? She gonna still be cute. So I have some bobby pins on deck. I believe I was using this kind of bobby pin. Let's do the bun. When I do my buns, whether I'm doing like a half up, half down top knot or whatever, I like to keep the hair pretty much spread out. And then I'll take one side like this and then start to roll it as I go around and picking up hair kind of with my hand just to kind of twist it. And my hair feels so much shorter in this bun right now, unlike the last time. Okay, so I'm going to grab the hair and try to twist it. Oh no, it's shorter. And grab the hair, twist it. You may need to twist the whole bun around just a little bit. And now this is when it's time to start adding those bobby pins, especially if you feel like you don't have the length to really fully wrap it around and like tuck. You're gonna need your bobby pins so that you can start pinning things in place. So right now, hold on, I'm gonna hold the back and start taking bobby pins and just pin away. So wherever you see pieces that seem like they're gonna keep just popping up and out, just pin those. Oh gosh, all right. I'm gonna start doing a lot of these bottom parts first. to secure that. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, so roll around and kind of tuck and hold it in place. And you'll probably need a lot of bobby pins. Well, at least a good amount, so that you can constantly bobby pin where you need. All right. Oh, girl. Hey. All right. Simmer down. See that part sticking out? I'm gonna just kind of round it out and tuck it in the bottom, but keep a nice rounded, Ooh, love this for me. I feel like maybe I used too much hair in this. It's kind of separating a lot, but I have so much like frizzy flyaways happening right now. Ugh. So basically, all in all, it's gonna come out bomb when you do this. If you have more time to keep your scarf on for longer, I would recommend that, because I just feel like it definitely helps flatten and make sure that all those hairs that want to fly around or curl up will kind of lay much better. Because I feel like mine laid a little bit better than this, but I also know that I was able to keep my scarf on for like 2 hours probably, I think, or maybe longer. I can't really remember. I'm taking the end of this rat tail comb and then I'm putting some gel on it and then just smoothing it in those areas where my hair is kind of curling up, and then I'm about to hold it for a second or two just to kind of, lay some of this down that seems to be popping up. Like, who asked you? Yes, that's working. This is how it looks. This is my version of a curly top knot bun. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you do recreate this look, please tag me in your stories, tag me in your posts, because I would love, love, love to see it. I definitely think this is a great technique for anyone with really thick hair. If you're interested in getting a nice sleek top knot, doing this kind of method and separating it into sections is definitely much easier and will allow you to achieve that look if you're not someone who can just throw it all together in one shot. If you can do that, shout out to you, because life is easy for you, sis. Life is easy for you. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next upload. I don't like that.